Welcome back. This is about, apparently this is my fucking daily rhythm, is that I finish each day getting my ass kicked by the new super duper boss. Then I come back the next day to fight the super duper boss once again. Because that's exactly what happened last time. So that's interesting. Make sure we got all the buttons straight. Oopsie. I unselected what's technically my powerful thing. Let's see, spray can, starfish, laser pistol, Gaia module. I don't understand this menu. Oh, fuck. Hello. What? Up on the D-pad doesn't do that, that's for sure. I should really unfavorite my spear that is straight up outdated now. There's so many weapons in this game, holy crap. I don't know how you keep track of them. Ah, okay, that's good though. They're sorted by, wait, they're sorted by newest. Sort by tier? Yeah, that's what I thought they were sorted by tier already, but then I realized they were slightly wrong. It's just my newest is my highest tier weapon. This seems ideal. Just whatever I've invested the most resources in, put them in the top. So we have one blue, one bright green, bunch of dull greens, some bronzes, some white, and some poop tier. Mark 0, I guess? Because these are Mark 1. I didn't know that Mark 0 existed, if we're being honest. So that's confusing to me. Alright. So, at least only swap between these two. Yeah. There's no reason to have two spears. This is new, though. Huh. That further resolves the issue of, like, how do I quickly switch to my spray can? That's good to know. This game has a lot of buttons, you guys. I don't really feel so bad for taking a while to realize how to turn the flashlight on. Like, there's so many fucking controls in this game. It's a lot. It'll take a significant percentage of a playthrough to get most of them down. Especially when the game, like, front loads things with, like, directional blocks, and you're like, oh, this is a lot to, okay. And then you dodge, and then you heal, and but then this button's the heal button, this one's the store your heal button for later, and this is the, it's a lot. It's not really a complaint, it's just a lot. There's just a lot in the combat. It reminds me a bit of, elements of, Monster Hunter World and stuff, when people are like, why isn't he doing the trick where he slides down slopes and does a hippy hoppy attack onto their back and then does the mounting attack on their back and stabs them until the... And I'm like, holy, you can do what? I'm still trying to figure out my combos. Is why I haven't done that attack yet. Alright, so apparently there's a radial menu. Good to know. This guy didn't seem like the worst ever, but he doesn't seem like the easiest ever. Oh shit, this is disappearing. Because I forgot about the timer for a bit. Ah! You dick! Yep. Wasn't ready for the next one, apparently. Ow. Oh, I thought I could dive it out of the way. What you doing? Oh. Rude. Dick. Move. This is the big rumble and then he jumps at me. Yep. Ah, I didn't dodge. I went the wrong way. Alright, well that was a quick phase 1 this time. Hey buddy. Oop. Ow. Dude, god damn it. I'm often, like, deceptively in his range more than expected. What are these things? Ow. Do they get attacked? They do get attacked. Hello. Ah, god damn it. In my head, I'm like, I dodged backwards. That means I'm out of range now. I'm not. Is the answer. I'm definitely not. Ah, shit. Ow. God damn it. So you can clear these out. That gets rid of the hazard. It's the one where he jumps at me. This is my chance to heal. If I don't blow up. Ah. Yeah, if I don't immediately fuck up and get hit. God damn it, I got stuck in the wall. Ah! What? Oh, shit, transition. He seems nice. What's least armored? None. Cool. I don't want to be in that weird stream. Okay. What's your deal in this phase? I like the part where he's visibly kicking his legs to keep going. He's like, he really wants to like dash at me, so he's like kicking to keep awkwardly sliding towards me. I still don't have a heal? Shit. Wait, is this the whole phase? He seems to be unfortunately trapped, kind of looping back and forth, which is kind of funny. Oh. Okay. Oh, fuck. I can't see or move what's happening. Shit. Fuck, I just lost health. I'm trying to gain... God damn it. I can't get battery charge. I'm trying to get battery charge to heal, and I can't seem to generate any from my attacks. What? Where are you going? What? My controller just unplugged. There we go. Shit, this happened earlier when I was playing another game. Oh no, this is like a problem I have now? That's not... I don't want to troubleshoot this problem. Oh, we're back now. It's working again. Why is my controller disconnecting periodically? It's a new battery. Not a new battery. I mean, like, it's a charged battery. I just charged it. That was... Okay, so my character just started running into that stream. Hopefully I can get away as soon as I unplug. Ha! There we go. Okay. I can't believe I got hit by his dive attack. It's so slow. But I fucked up and got stuck in the wall. And that's a bad time, because then your camera also gets stuck while you're there. But it's still, if I can just keep going and not make an incredibly big mistake like that, as long as he doesn't surprise me with a new attack or something, this should be a really easy phase, because... There we go, I got my heal. Really? He's just doing these two attacks. It does have a big hitbox, so I just have to be careful. There's a deceptively big, scary hitbox during that dive attack that could get me in trouble. Now I've got a stored heal. Now we're good. Huh. Phase 2 is kind of tough, but this one's actually kind of chill. Which is surprising, if even confusing. Not really whipping out the kind of damage I was hoping for, honestly. I just wanted to use my new beam ability that's all supercharged, but it didn't do much. Oh, I thought I used it all up. It seemed to cap out at 15. Helix of the Delver. Oh yeah, I didn't get the V2 version. Probably supposed to break all its parts or something. I don't know, I get really focused on just trying to win. I'm actually a little surprised I beat that already. 20,000 tech scrap, nice. Was that my second attempt at that boss fight? I think that was my second attempt at that boss fight. Like, that's like a surprisingly early win. Huh.
Third time's the charm. There. You have to obey me. Break my warrior out of prison. Run. Smash through the walls and clear the way. I'll try and control you as long as I can.
Was her hair white before? I don't think it was. In that thing, her hair was like white and purple. Purple probably being the nanovision. Is that her awakening? When she started taking control of whatever's going on here? At this point, we're not even playing coy. Like, she is so clearly the swarm. Because she literally was controlling that creature I just fought. And sent it to break me out of jail. So I am unambiguously her warrior. That's where we're going right now with that. So I was right, definitely. From, like, immediately from day one, I was right where the narrative was going with this particular element. Which means I technically killed something that was on my team? Probably not necessarily my team. My team if you assume my team is her team, but really it's just... it was technically allied with me. But I'm not necessarily allied with her, despite the fact that she is using me. Just because she's using me doesn't mean I'm gonna, like, necessarily let her, or want to let her. I'm not sure if how much I want to specialize in this particular drone weapon with a charge-up beam. I'm tempted somewhat just because it's the, you know, I got this armor set for its defense basically, but I would like to benefit from its other status effects too if I could. But, I don't love them. But hey, every finishing move giving you a Omni thing would definitely help with the cost overall of all the Omni stuff that you're spending. Either way, Scavenger kind of had to go, right? Yeah, I don't really like the Scavenger bonuses that much either, all things considered. It really was just the set I was already wearing, so I kept upgrading it. And that was like the comfortable thing for a while. We're in a decent spot now. A lot of my gear, well, a decent number of my gear is rank 5. God. I need to cut off more heads or something, shit. My injection is still only rank 3. Does the metavoltaic injection ever get an upgrade that makes it heal me more? Or is it health scaling? Was it 183 before? I can't remember. So I've got 4 rank 5s, 3 rank 4s, and 1 rank 3, which is my implant. All of which I want upgraded, obviously. Scrap? Might get 2 levels out of this. Yeah. Boop, 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 boop. I'm always like slightly, about the fact that I am leveling up my health and stamina in equal measure, but they're never matching in length. But that happens. Do I have to give him the thing? Did they even help me that much? I feel like I did all the work here. Can I just take the reward for myself? I'm amused by this. Check with him if you want to track your progress. We're not going to keep track of it in this quest log. Bring the nanobrain to Gutenberg. At CIT. That sounds like I don't have to give it to them. Where'd it go? Wasn't he right here? See, where's the local map? Here? Isn't that where CIT... Yeah, CIT is that building at the end. That's good to know. Aren't 2 of the 3 guys not here? What's going on? Are they planning on betraying me? Just like the other ones seem to keep doing? Are they going to be waiting for me at the CIT building to stop me? Because they're like, and get me before I turn it in? So far, no. Maybe they'll be inside. What's... Oh, that's the repulsor. I was like, what the fuck is this visual thing happening? I still need 2 more. Are they in this zone, or are they in the CIT or in other zones? I felt like I did a decent job, and those things are bright red. But I missed 2 of them, unless I didn't. Because I don't know if they're inside there or not. Ba-doop. Ba-doop-ba-doop-doop. Alright. Are we getting Atlas Shrugged here? Are you friend or foe? I mean, he's the robot guy, right? Like, a robot was sent to get me to come for him in the first place. 324 students received Creo-sponsored scholarships. They are all dead now. Summer semester course is temporarily suspended. Just like in real life. Oh.
Oh, I need to talk to you.
Harold, it's you, the same one.
Welcome to the Creo Institute of Technology. Excellent. My scanners detect a fresh pulsating brain made out of nanite structures. Master Gutenberg will see you now. Please be patient with him.
They seem to have had a please be patient with him. What a great explanation of some kind of tech CEO type person, because they're probably infuriating. It's a minor thing, but I'm noticing that they have some glitches in his voice, which are intentional, of course, but the subtitles also have glitches in his voice, in his script, I should say, and those two versions don't match. The 2 of them have completely different ideas of what his glitches are supposed to be. So the voice actor isn't saying what the subtitles are saying, and vice versa. It's just a weird detail. The erraticness is not there. That's the weird crane-armed swing... Yeah. It's those weird robots from the first game that would lunge at you like cats. It's a nice bit of continuity that they have. They keep showing me the creatures from the previous game, like the PAX thing, but don't actually make me fight them again. But they're like, we get versions of them kind of around to acknowledge that they exist still in this universe. I want to be a little tasteful, so I'm just doing like one leaf icon and kind of placing it well and making it green. It almost looks like it belongs there. I don't know if this counts as another zone or not, so I'm just doing it. Overall, this game does seem like an improvement over the first game in every way. The levels are better. There's some more varied and amusing kind of characters, even if the writing is sort of still iffy. You're like, oh, it's the funny robot that's gonna tell me to be patient with his irritating master character. And like these 2 boss fights I've done, while frustrating in certain ways that don't feel entirely intentional, are still neat-ish. And like they're cool designs. Like, but what's his name? Little Johnny was a cool design. Confusing, trying to figure out how to beat him, and then I was surprised when he died. I was like, oh, I won, because once I'd already won, I didn't fully understand how to beat him. But I guess you basically just break every part of him, except not. Like some parts of him must have been optional, because I got the super upgrade from him, which that means I broke too many parts of him. Not too many, like there's a too many threshold. I mean, like some of those weren't necessary because that's how you would get the optional upgrade. And the last guy I fought, the difficulty curve was just kind of strange. Honestly, I was kind of felt like I was on my path to like beat him on my first try. But what happened is that on my path to beat him on the first try, I was doing a decent job at avoiding and attacking and stuff a bit, but you know, just not quite efficient enough. So I hit a threshold where I was just like, I can't heal. I can't. And I noticed that my last attempt too, where I was like, it feels like it takes a surprising number of hits to generate some healing off that guy. But I don't know if that's what that is exactly. But it's just the ratio was off, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna die. And then the second time it did slightly better, and that's all it took. But the difficulty curve is weird because the third wave is so much weirdly easier than the other two waves. And the first wave is like an elementary version of blocking where you just block left and right over and over again, and it feels like an easier blocking sequence than Little Johnny had. And the second wave is the weirdest one. That's where stuff just starts going crazy for a bit. But yeah, he weirdly felt easier than Little Johnny. A Delver. Despite all the hype, because he's really hyped up as a big threat. And he looks like a big threat. He's the most foreshadowed boss in the game so far. I'm actually kind of out of foreshadowed bosses. Except for the mom, I guess. The mom's probably some kind of boss fight. She's a character we've encountered. But we're kind of like out of foreshadowing for the most part. That was the most foreshadowed boss because he was in the intro because he broke me out. And then he also was foreshadowed over and over again throughout this area. I'm like, oh man, what's this big threat? So I was actually really surprised when I beat him. It's just those two phases. There's a main hall, library, secretary. I'm sorry, your secretary has an entire floor? Mensa, auditorium A, classrooms. 32 classrooms, huh? You fit 32 classrooms on 3 floors, but your secretary has 1 floor. Is secretary a code? Something else there besides your secretary? Gathering hall, maintenance, medical care, janitor, laboratory. Your janitor has their own floor too? And it's not the maintenance floor? You think the janitor would be on the maintenance floor? Do they need separate floors? I could see the library being its own floor, and the secretary might just be an office that overlooks the library. It might be like maybe the secretary is not. Maybe the library is like a super high ceilinged floor, like it's 2 floors of library, and the secretary is kind of this like hanging office suspended over the library, which would be a fucking rad office, especially for a secretary. But that would justify it a bit, because libraries take up space, obviously. Hell, I keep buying books, and I'm like, where am I going to put all these? You instinctively feel like you want to keep all your media around, but like, books take up space, and when you move, they're heavy. Straight to the laboratory, 13. Oh yeah, it's right, it is basement floors, aren't they? So the if my secretary idea is right, it'd be over the Mensa floor. I guess if it's basement floors, they don't have to be of equal size. Because there's like a structural integrity aspect to building a building vertically up into the air, but if you're going underground, you can just have a tiny floor at some point and then go, and every floor could be a different size because they don't have to support each other because they're underground. I don't know. Still, this building clearly had an up. Why? But this elevator seems to only go down. But wasn't there more building above me? How do you get there? Does it just not have elevator access? Smiley face.
Warning. Unusually high nanite levels detected. Security protocols activated.
Am I about to be attacked?
Initiating lockdown immediately.
Oh. Oh, maybe not? He's right here. Gutenberg? So, have you been experimenting on your daughter? Like, what's your deal, huh? There's the Delver. Were you studying it, or did you make it? What's your deal? Leaving combat zone. Entering combat zone. Oh, non-combat zone, sorry. I read that backwards. Interactive database.
Security lockdown? What the hell is going on? Oh, of course. You must be that hunter Harold keeps blathering on about. Looks like you've salvaged the nanobrain. My scanners went haywire when you barged in here. Your nanite readings are way off the charts. Quite peculiar, isn't it? You seem in perfect health. I don't think you're infected with defrag or anything like that. You're quite the enigma, my friend. Luckily, I consider myself a mystery solver. I have to be. I created this whole mess and only I can stop it. Tell me, have you noticed anything unusual about yourself lately?
So he caused this all? Also, is that the nanite brain? How did I carry that here? That's huge. Absolutely huge. I've been seeing ghostly apparitions.
Wait. What? Impossible. I thought I was the only... I've been seeing the strangest things ever since... Athena, my granddaughter, perished in a plane crash. I thought my grief was playing tricks on my mind.
I met her. I was on flight 221.
Then you must be the survivor they mentioned on the news. Even after everything, I still hoped it was Athena. But why would you sense her presence? Something about this doesn't add up. Talk to me.
I saw her memory. Hunters turned her over to AID.
What? Athena is alive? And you can sense her that clearly? I've never been able to make out even one blasted thing. It's like there's a thick fog between us. Poor kid must have been out there all along, trying to reach me. And I failed her. I hired those damn hunters only to have them stab me in the back. AID have been scouring the whole city for kids, pretending they found a cure for defrag. I don't believe those ignorant fools for a second. If there were even the faintest whiff of a remedy, I would have discovered it long before them.
You can't... You can't see the echoes?
Apparently not. If you can, there seems to be a much stronger connection between the two of you. I just don't understand what it could be. Athena and I are family. We share the same genetic code. You're nothing but a stranger she met by happenstance. Sorry, no offense.
I'm still wondering if I'm like Athena's imaginary friend or some bullshit. Like just some weird shit like that. Because we have the Bioshock intro going on and the weirdness there. And it's like, do I have memories from before then? Are they real? Did Athena create me? Just like she created other things. Is my hair is sticking through the helmet. Because there's a hole there, so that part's visible on purpose, but that part's clipping through my helmet. This hair does not mix well with helms in this game, apparently. I'm not sure if a lot of them do, honestly. We have to save her.
I'm glad you agree. I've been isolated up here for far too long. Apart from Harold, you seem to be my only ally. If we want to rescue Athena, we have to strike without warning. They must be keeping her at their R&D facility with all those other kids. I used to run Creo, so I have the highest government clearance. Take my key card and talk to Harold. He'll tell you where to go next. In the meantime, I'll deactivate the lockdown manually. Promise to come back once Athena is safe and sound, and I'll find out what's wrong with you.
What can you tell me about Athena?
Athena is my only granddaughter. I've never been a family man, though. She hardly knows me. I invited her to visit, so this is all my fault. Thought a change of scenery might do her some good. And now, look what happened.
Where's AID command?
Somewhere downtown. That's about as much as I remember. It's been ages since I even set foot outside CIT. Harold should be able to point you in the right direction. His memory has been failing lately, but he's still an invaluable resource.
So you know a lot about nanites.
Only everything. They wouldn't even exist without me. I'm responsible for this mess, and I'll be the one to fix it. But don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this because I enjoy it. I'm doing it because nobody else can.
Goodbye.
Goodbye for now.
What's your deal?
Why would they kidnap Athena? She's just a child.
When did you invite Athena? What's the timeline of this game exactly? I'm wondering. Because, like, everything was going to shit in Creo. So, was everything going to shit in Creo, and then you decided to invite your granddaughter to come visit the area when there was already signs of danger? Or is it a simultaneous timeline? Like, that might have been what happened. Athena and I might have crashed before the events of the first game. And then, so we crash, and stuff's kicking off, and the apocalypse starts happening here, while simultaneously stuff's going to shit in Creo. And probably sometime before we crash. The timeline is probably that first Warren shows up for his surgery to get his exoskeleton that he's dreaming of because he's wheelchair bound. Then we crash. Then sometime later, Warren wakes up in Creo and everything's gone to shit, and he's in like a junkyard because he was a supposedly failed project, but then he lived, apparently. And then I wake up later in the hospital, and by then Warren has already completely done everything in the Surge 1 and is now out here. And then Athena frees me from prison, and then I go do things. That's what makes sense on some level, just to talk about the idea of the fact that otherwise he was like summoning Athena to an area where dangers were happening, and that's just like, why would you do that? Don't do that. Definitely don't do that.
Intriguing. Even Creo wouldn't be able to make something this advanced.
New student detected. This is your first time using the Creo Institute of Technology database. Please consult our archives at your own convenience. But please note, excessive use will be reflected in your final grade.
City history.
Founded by evangelical leader Adrian Sinclair, Jericho City has blossomed from a small coastal town into a burgeoning metropolis. Once infamous for an unfortunate chain of mass suicides, Jericho is now synonymous with opportunity. The nearby Creo campus has created countless work opportunities for ambitious job seekers. In the meantime, the local government is committed to curbing unemployment with innovative resettlement measures and attractive retirement packages.
I guess that explains the Jericho City name if it was created by evangelicals. How American. Quarantine and evacuation.
As of now, no one has found the source of the nanomachines spreading worldwide at an unprecedented pace. Most experts agree that the catastrophe started somewhere in or around Jericho. Leading nanomachine manufacturer Creo continues to deny responsibility. Thank you for using the official CIT archives. Please tell your friends about our service.
Not gonna look up anything about Athena. I guess she's not that important, so she might not have her own files.
Welcome back, visitor. Consult our Creo/nanoscience database at your own convenience.
Company history.
Founded in March 2045 on the outskirts of Jericho City, Creo has grown into the world's #1 neural interface supplier over the last few decades. Since then, our business has expanded to include space technology, pharmaceuticals, genetic engineering, food production, infrastructure, architecture, and interactive erotica.
Company's status.
In late 2078, Creo's headquarters suffered a fatal blow. A devastating terror attack short-circuited the company's security systems, creating an almost cataclysmic chain of events. As of now, the Creo facility is out of commission until further notice. Several figures in the international scientific community have raised suspicion about the unusual amount of nanite residue found at the Creo campus. Creo's PR outlet has flatly denied the allegations with the statement, "We don't comment on innuendo and smear campaigns." Creo's greatest minds are working around the clock to return the company to its former strength and help humanity recover from the current crisis.
Company founder.
Over a third of our country's GDP is currently tied, either directly or indirectly, to Creo's operations. Company founder Jonah Gutenberg resigned from all positions connected to Creo for unexplained reasons. Leading an increasingly reclusive lifestyle, he has been teaching advanced nanite technology at the Creo Institute of Technology, CIT, ever since. Thank you for using the official CIT archives. Please tell your friends about our service.
No creature like this has ever walked the earth. It's the first of its kind.
What an annoying way to control a computer. Looks exhausting. Like an exercise routine, but you're wearing a suit, which doesn't breathe, probably. He's fascinated by the creature. I bet these guys probably come at me if I attack him. No, wait, you can't attack him because you approach him and it's like exiting combat zone, which means that this game has a bit less choice than, say, a Dark Souls game. I always find that Dark Souls to be an interesting case for RPGs, in part because it's Japanese. It's a Japanese RPG, but it doesn't take after JRPG ideas. In particular, it actually goes heavily into Western RPG concepts. It has its dialogue and its dialogue choices, admittedly with less density to them, but you're also get to do something that only some Western RPGs let you do. It's not massively uncommon, but it's definitely not a standard feature. It's in like Wasteland and Fallout and so on, which is the ability to kill any NPC, at least most of the time, which alters the storyline in various ways. Every single NPC's storyline can be cancelled at any moment by killing them. Was that 10,000 tech scrap my reward for bringing the brain in? I actually got more for killing the monster directly, funnily enough. But hey, I'll take whatever. Can you wake up? I'm just worried. But I find that really interesting that Dark Souls has that feature specifically, because it's basically non-existent in JRPGs, but it's not even a standard feature in Western RPGs, so it's an unusual thing to have, and it's cool.
Welcome back, friend. Master Gutenberg sent me all the data. The AID labs are located in the Liang Bay Hospital. You may be able to find an entrance via the evacuation camp. The camp is right next to the Great Wall. Good luck, friend. You'll need it. Stiff upper lip activated.
That's where the guy went that I freed in the town. I mean, not the town, the prison. He said he'd be at the evacuation camp, which I have not yet had access to. What's the deal over here? Yeah, those are upward elevators. Maybe I'll never get access to that place. Maybe that's just an in-universe explanation of how you go upstairs in this game, because there are clearly upstairs going from the outside building, or not. This looks like a... Wait, no, that's just a... Yeah. I guess I based it on the fact that when I was coming in, it looked like a tall building, so I was like, oh, there must be high ceilings and all that. Like, I'm sorry, I saw the tall building and thought, oh, there must be more floors, but I could walk in here, it's just one very high ceiling. It's like the entrance to a convention center. There's a tower back there, though. That's Gideon's Rock down. And unexpectedly, still don't have a zipline. I'm curious how much incentive this game will or won't give me to clear this area again. Let's try to chop this guy's head because I need implants. Upgrade my brain. New implant. Injectables that use one battery to grant... Injectable that uses one battery to grant drone ammunition. That's interesting. It only costs 3 also, so it's pretty equipable. It just lets you turn a battery into an Omnicell. If you're just drowning in excess batteries all the time, which the more I increase my efficiency, the more that might be the case. Hello. Oh, that's another guy. Shit. Fuck. That's what I get for being spammy. That's one of the seeds, though. I just wandered in here on accident. Alright, let's be careful. The stakes are higher now. I need to kill this guy without dying because my corpse has like 10,000 scrap on it. Chop chop. Didn't react well to the surprise second enemy. Okay, so this further reinforces the idea that the seed I missed is somewhere in this area. Because now that's 4 out of 5 being here. Chop chop. I would like to upgrade my banner, please. Where's Gunboy? There he is. Shit. Camera? Camera, don't do this to me. Camera. Fuck you. God, fuck. Pin me in a corner, god damn it. It's not entirely the camera, that's just the word I was focusing on. But, like, the camera is making it hard to see, but also, like, I'm physically pinned in a way that, like, ugh. Always a bad time when that happens. Alright, I might have luckily gotten what I need. Damn. Where... Hello. Yep. Sure, why not? Oop. Surprise second guy. Sure, come over here. I don't want to wake up the statue. Nope. God, that range. I, too, can have deceptively long range, like some kind of asshole. Yeah, that's the last known sight of a grizzly bear, right? Times 6, son of a grizzly bear. That's different. That's different. That's a whole different thing. Shit! I did find the 4th out of 5 seeds here. That totally means that all 5 of them are in this zone, as would have been intuitive from the get-go. Which means... I missed one somewhere. That could be a long search. 46,000 scrap! Okay, right, I forget. These guys often give me physical rewards for scrap finding, don't they? Like, the quests are often physical rewards. Did it still not get enough? Do those guys only drop Mark III brain chunks? Maybe the injections don't level up as frequently as your other items do. Maybe the enemies have lower level chunks all around. I had to make a whole new set of this stuff. Item is already crafted. I can't make a second set? But there's a quest. Does that mean I have to turn in my heavily upgraded set? Because that would fucking suck. That would suck so bad. I'd have to then turn this stuff in, then upgrade it again from scratch. Maybe that quest's just gonna have to sit ignored for now until I decide to move on to another set of armor, and then I can turn this one in. 'Cause obviously I'm using it now. I thought I could make another set of level 1 gear and turn it into him. What an irritating limit to have. Shit. Alright. Oh, shit. When did that happen? Did it just happen just now? I must have hit a threshold. I have 4 batteries. I have 4 batteries. Ooh. We knew it had to happen, right? Because there was a set that gives you a bonus at 3 batteries full and a bonus at 5 batteries full. So we figured there had to be like some kind of thing going on there. Are you mad at me?
I ain't in a talking mood.
Is it because I betrayed you? And I took the reward for me and only me. Damn, that's 2 quests that are going to be on pause for a bit, I think. Because there's also an acorn. Oh well. Maybe at some point, if I don't move on from this armor set, maybe I'll have oop. Cache of advanced tech. Maybe I'll hit a point where I just decide to turn this armor set in and then grind for a new one. And in which case I'll be grinding this area perhaps. And if I'm grinding this area, then perhaps I don't really want to fight you guys again. Maybe while that's happening, I'll search the area again for the acorn and then kind of finally do both quests at the same time-ish. We'll see. Boop boop. You can't catch me. Away I go. We're gonna have a few back-to-back loading screens right now. It's the only way to get around. Alright, how we doing on quests? That's just the normal one. 5 flowers, not there yet. Graffiti. I could check with him, I guess, because he might turn something in. Craft a Gaia set. That's unfortunate. Kids the AID command. Craft AID gear, but I need to kill more AID people first. That guy's gonna be the excavation gear. I might go back to Mr. Scrappy. I've been through a few zones now. And I don't know where that drone is still. I don't necessarily value getting to his first aid station that much anyway, but I guess he probably has more to offer me besides just that. I figure. Let's go back to Mr. Scrappy. And also... Why? There's more to... Oh, right, the hacking.
Ah, I see you've made your way through the hostile ruins of Jericho City once more. I have been instructed to guide you to the utmost of my ability.
How are you holding up?
Worse and worse, friend. It feels like there's someone in my thoughts, watching every step I make, trying to steal my secrets. If Master Gutenberg's research gets in the wrong hands, I predict certain doom. Of course, I'm just a service software without the capacity for individual thought.
If you don't have any individual thought and this is such a big crisis, you'd probably just eliminate yourself to stop the security breach. So I'm guessing that he might be more individualistic than he presents. Which is why he keeps saying it too much. You doth protest too much. Are you following me around? No, I think it's a bunch of copies of the same guy.
Not at all, friend. In fact, I'm not really here. With my cloud-based AI, I can talk to you through a variety of interfaces. It's one of many reasons why known experts consider AI-based life forms like me superior beings. Of course, it is not my place to judge others.
Oh, he's got a cloud-based AI. I thought he was a bunch of different heralds that all have the same personality, but they're apparently one cloud AI. So this is the same herald then, but not the same body. So then all of them, so that explains that then. The entire cloud is under attack, not the individual body in front of me. I'm lost. Tell me how to get to the AID command.
There, friend. I will support you with my superior sense of direction. You should be able to see a nanite vortex from the city center. If you approach it, you'll find a refugee camp erected on the old highway. From there, AID command will be just a stone's throw away. Of course, I'd advise you to equip a more effective weapon.
A more effective weapon? Isn't mine good?
Good luck out there, friend. Initiating recovery mode.
I've been going out of my way to equip a more effective weapon. He just stands like that all the time.
Your mission is all that matters, my friend. Tag like your life depends on it.
Check out my graffiti.
Well, let's see. Tag Gideon's rock. Awesome. So counting everything up, that's 1 tag down and 5 to go? Oh well, it's a start. Keep the struggle alive, friend. Our revolution won't be contained.
I probably won't go out of my way to do this. I'll do it when I have a reason to go to the other places, just because of the loading screens and whatnot, and the fights along the way. We shall see. The other guy's wondering where the kids are. I don't think I have much reason to be here right now. I'll just drop a tag in each zone as I go. 5 to go. 1 would be downtown. The Great Wall might be a zone. 1 would be Port Nixon. CIT probably doesn't count because Seaside Court didn't count, but the Underground probably counts. If the Great 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah. If the Great Wall counts, then there's 4 labeled locations on the screen right now, with the Underground being the invisible zone that might count. So that's my logic at the moment. Can't tag here. I can tag here though. All right. Where am I? You know, I thought there was a different way I got in that wasn't that elevator next to the Gideon's Rock entrance. So I think I'm somewhere else now. Yeah.
A massive gentrification initiative transformed Jericho City's former red light district into what's now known as Gideon Plaza. Explore hundreds of galleries with brightly lit windows, buy everything you'll ever need, and enjoy miles of malls to treat yourself. And if you remember this district from the good old days, why not buy your wife a gift? This time without remorse.
This time without remorse. Maybe I can open up a point. I can probably open up a shortcut, right? Yeah, because this is the central plaza that's easier to access, whereas there's a bunch of dudes between you and accessing the main door. You probably have to fight your way to the door the first time, then they give you an easier way in later, so you can get around faster as you go on, as it tends to go. It's the same gate from before. I can make that jump. Other than that, though, I may be wrong. I don't see a shortcut to open up. It just seems to be a shortcut back, but it doesn't seem to be a shortcut you can open up to keep using. Oh, that invisible wall. That made me That made my heart stop for a moment. Ooh, maybe this will be the way up. Oh.
The scanning gates will be closed.
Maybe this is part of the trick. Ah. I bet I had access to this lift before, but it didn't work. I'll probably recognize here? Do I? Oh yeah. This is the med bay that leads underground. There we go. Whoa. Damn. I have a deceptively large amount of tech scrap just sitting around. Where is it? I honestly just don't notice where it's coming from. I guess it's because I tagged a place. Maybe he gave me some tech scrap, or maybe I picked it up. But I thought I just had like some small piles. But that's like 5,000 in my inventory that wasn't there a minute ago, I thought. It just keeps coming in. I think it's because the item receiving feedback in the bottom right corner is just way more subtle than like the full bottom bar. You get like a bottom third in Dark Souls they have to press A to get rid of, and it's a really big interface element. So by comparison, I think this game often has subtle ones. So I kind of just don't notice that I'm getting loot. And I'm like, oh shit, I've got loot now. So I can try going on top of that wall and see if I can probably jump the wall from there and get past their barricade that way. Since I figure if I go through the scanner, I'll probably get in trouble. But if I'm back here, then I might as, oop. Busted drone. Oh shit, that's what the doctor wanted. I didn't even see that. Like somewhat subtle how it's like stashed inside the 3D object of the other. Ow! I don't want to fight you guys. Can you guys leash when I run over here? Please? They usually don't come with you to NPCs, right?
I swear hypocritical oath.
Yes, you do. Here's your drone.
Nostrovie, you've found enough nanomachines to keep my experiments going for weeks. If I just keep injecting people with little suckers, I will find cure in no time. Don't worry, I've not forgotten my end of deal. You can use med station free of charge, da?
Nanite injections? You're insane.
Word too wise, comrade. You won't get far with goody two-shoes BS in Jericho. Great progress comes at great price. We can only beat defrag if we beat nanites with their own weapons, da? People pay big money for special treatment, and I take huge risk to help our community. Might as well cash in.
You'll go down for this. Ah, okay. Quest failed. Interesting interpretation of quest failed. Life is not a game, comrade. Well, done with that guy. You can't talk him out of it. You just attack him and kill him, or you say pay up. I guess I didn't get paid. How did I not get paid if I killed him? Isn't it? I guess his money might be digital, so it's not that. Anyway, is it that failed? I can now use his health spot, which was the goal. I guess there might have just been other rewards. Yeah, no, we can't just have him injecting people with the deadly shit just to see what happens. He doesn't even sound like a real doctor, actually. Oh well.